Good morning, babies. Hi, how are you? How you doing? You're all so cute. Or good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. You're all just so cute and cuddly. This is a general message, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Use your own intuition. Use your own discernment. You know, that type of stuff. And let's get into it. The song I got on shuffle is How Did You Love by Shinedown. I had a couple songs on shuffle, but we'll start with this one, okay? You can have the sound of 1,000 voices calling your name. You can have the light of the world blind you, bathe you in grace. But I don't see so easily what you hold in your hands. 'Cause castles crumble, kingdoms fall and turn into sand. You can be an angel of mercy or give in to hate. You can try to buy it just like every other careless mistake. How do you justify? I'm mystified by the ways of your heart. With 1,000,000 lives, the truth will rise to tear you apart. With 1,000,000 lives, the truth will rise to tear you apart. No one gets out alive. Every day is do or die. The one thing you leave behind is how did you love? How did you love? It's not what you believe. Those prayers will make you bleed. But while you're on your knees, how did you love? How did you love? Okay. What I'm getting from this is one more part, sorry. Nothing ever feels quite the same when you are what you dreamed. And you will never look at anything the same when you see what I see. How we forget ourselves, lose our way from the cradle to the grave. You can't replicate or duplicate, you gotta find your own way. Okay, so what I'm getting here, especially because we have this card at the bottom of the deck, the Awakened Dead. The things that almost broke me were the things that most awoke me. Resilience, nirvana, self-appreciation. So, this seems to be a repeating message, so apparently y'all need to hear it. You're holding on to some calloused part of yourself. And you may have been hurt or wounded in such a way that it pushed you into this, like, well, I'm just not going to care about love anymore. I'm not going to care. You know, I put my heart out there too many times. I've got hurt. I've been betrayed. Everyone's liars. Everyone's this. Everyone's that. So then you focus on just the material world. Well, I'm just going to focus on making money. I'm just going to focus on what I can do besides love, like everything in life but that. I'm going to focus on that because there's something wrong. There's something wrong with that. Something keeps happening to where I'm getting hurt. I'm callous, you know, you're not aware that you're callous, but you're acting in a way that you are. Whether you're aware of it or not, you're avoiding it. And like I said, you know, use your own discernment. This may not be your message, but be open and maybe explore that idea. You may want love, but there's something still holding you back from it. Some sort of wound that you're clinging to. And we have breaking into bloom underneath that. Time, liberation, and understanding. Sometimes you will break before you bloom. Sometimes you will break before you bloom. So, and this is telling me, actually, I got that, the you know, like the downloaded message this morning while I was getting ready for work. That, because I was like having some negative thoughts and I'm like, dude, what the hell? Like, oh, I gotta sneeze. Sorry, excuse me. Sorry about that. I don't edit these, so I apologize. I just try to get them uploaded as soon as possible. So excuse me for the sneeze. But on that, just because that sneeze was very perfect, because I was thinking, I was being shown what negative thought patterns and that are still lingering and things that still linger within me that needed to be released. Just like that sneeze, you know, it's agitating. Something was agitating my essence, my spirit, my vibration to keep it from, you know, just running normal. So it needed to be expelled. That's why they came up for me. That's why those negative emotions showed up for me, because and the download I got from that understanding is because it was around a manifestation that I have, that is telling me it's coming in way sooner than I think, because right at that point that you're like getting those negative thoughts, you're wanting to give up, or, you know, you're just feeling like, oh, fuck it, like maybe I should give up. I don't know, something needs to happen with that. Like you're discouraged. That's when you need to like buckle down and grit your teeth and lean in harder to stay more diligent about your thoughts and stuff. So that's the download that I got this morning. So that's telling me, especially with this card showing up, the breaking into bloom, you got to break before, you know, she's crying. You got to release some stuff. You got to face some stuff, that calloused feeling, the wounding that happened, your betrayal, face that and keep pushing through. Because I'm getting a lot of you, you know, do want love. You do genuinely want that. But there's some wounding that's holding you back from it, and that's why you haven't quite attracted it yet. Is there some healing that needs to be done there? And funny enough, with this song saying, like, you know, you can have the sound of 1,000 voices calling your name. You can have the light of the world blind you, bathe you in grace. But I don't see so easily what you hold in your hands. 'Cause castles crumble, kingdoms fall and turn into sand. You can be an angel of mercy or give in to hate. You can try to buy it just like every other careless mistake. Buy it. Because we had the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So that's money. How do you justify, I'm mystified by the ways of your heart. With a million lies, the truth will rise to tear you apart. This is telling me that, you know, you're hung up on this like material world. You know, maybe this turned you into just so calloused of a person that that's all you think about, is like, well, I guess I'll just focus on money, my job, my everything but that, me. Yes, you want to heal you, you want to nurture yourself, but there's something, I don't want to say insidious because it sounds bad, but there's something underlying that isn't pure of heart that's keeping you in this. It's more of a materialistic, focusing on the material realm, like getting a shitty attitude. It's something of that, because I'm seeing this Queen of Pentacles in reverse as you are only seeing the 3D world. It's like you gave up on this, you know, the true deep feeling of that manifestation and that understanding that, you know, miracles can happen, magic happens all the time. It's like you gave up on that. And, you know, you can say, oh, well, I'm manifesting right now. But there's a disconnect between you saying that and feeling it because of this wounding and this hurt. And, you know, you might just be replaying it. But all this stuff is coming up. These negative emotions are coming up, and these thoughts and these feelings of like, oh, well, this isn't going to happen for me. You are meant to overcome that. And that means your manifestation is closer, but only if you stay diligent, only if you stay obedient to your path, instead of letting those thoughts control you and shift you into a lower vibration. They're meant to be looked at and being like, oh, that's where I've got some healing to do. Instead of, you know, just getting so focused on the material realm, the 3D realm, well, it's not here, you know, or, and then I'm having to deal with this, I'm feeling this, like, whatever, I give up. So, but that, literally, those feelings are meant to just, like, it's a release you have to do still. Nothing ever feels quite the same when you are what you dreamed. You will never look at anything the same when you see what I see. So this is like encouragement, like, this is coming for you. This is happening. Nothing, and remind yourself, get back into feeling like nothing ever feels quite the same when you are what you dreamed. What have you been manifesting? And get back into that space of feeling it. You know, it's so easy to get caught up in the minutia, especially when you're having these negative thoughts and you're not sure, or you're so distracted that you're not aware that this is just a test to show you where you need healing, where you need to release some more, where you need to surrender some more, where you need to heal more. Because all those negative thoughts that are showing up and then you're affected by them, that's exactly showing you where you can strengthen more and, you know, get more neutral about things. My throat's tickling. And lovely enough, you know, we've got the Eight of Wands. So as soon as you can just look at those damn negative thoughts, feelings, oh, it's not here, it's gonna come in heavy freaking metal, like pedal to the metal super fast, because the Eight of Wands is like super quick movement. And especially with it being wands, it's like your magical, your manifestations, your creativity, your you know, your passions, whatever you desired, getting back into feeling that, like, not giving up on it. But yes, you do still have to face those negative thoughts. Well, it's not here, my manifestation isn't here, I'm feeling this. Or just negative thoughts have been coming up just in general. Those are meant to be faced, inspected, investigated, and released. Why do I still have this? Or just simply, like, it might be something as simple as like acknowledging, like, oh, this was just a test. And that's gonna bring this in so freaking fast. Because it's just, you always get that horrible, awful test right before it comes in. So if you start feeling those, be like, oh, switch that mentality immediately, because that means that manifestation is coming in faster. You have to pass that damn test and release more and surrender more and trust and have faith even more. You know, trusting, yeah, this sucks. I'm sensing and feeling that, you know, this isn't here. I'm not seeing it in the 3D realm. I'm hung up on this 3D stuff instead of my faith. Yeah, it sucks. That and it's hard sometimes to really pull yourself out of a negative energy, a lower energy. Like this morning, because I slept so poorly last night. It was just restless, but it was like I had just like dreams that were just like undoing a lot of stuff. So I was like doing a lot of work in my sleep. So I woke up just like exhausted, grumpy, just with some shitty ass thoughts. And I was just like, oh my God, why am I feeling this? So like, and then I got that download, like, oh, it's just a test to, like, it's right before this is happening. So this is more release you have to do. And with that, you know, that's the message with this Page of Rods, this Page of Wands. That's the message of like, this is, you know, a little telegram from the universe by you feeling this stuff, this negative, having to experience this little test. By experiencing that, that's a little telegram from the universe, Most High. Oh, it's on the way. This is a, you know, a tracking update, if you will. It's a tracking update. That feeling is just a tracking update. Okay, so my delivery is en route. Perfect. It's shipped. get excited. Instead, face that stuff, because you can't just shove it down, because then that's just going to come back up and it's going to delay your abundance even more. Those negative feelings, I'm meaning, you have to feel them, acknowledge them, investigate and be like, is this from something in the past? What's going on? Oh, okay. This is just, an old pattern of mine, and I'm here to break it. I'm done. I'm not playing in this anymore. I rebuke that. No. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing me where I need to release and surrender even more. This isn't mine. And see yourself it leaving you, however it needs to be. Sometimes I see it as like a little entity. Sometimes I just see it as just like a little wispy thing leaving me, like whatever it needs to do. If you need that like image to like help you, and then just feeling yourself get lighter in vibration from releasing it, that will definitely help. But yeah, it's a little telegram, it's a little shipping update from the universe that your manifestation's coming in. It's just it's that you got to deal with that. It's that those tests. Do you really want it? Are you still obedient and diligent about wanting this? You're going to be tested. And when you feel like giving up and just being like, well, it's never coming, whatever, that's like right before the big breakthrough. Like we had, you got to break before you bloom. You got to break past, because that's fear keeping you safe. So you think safe. So that's fear. All right, we have magic mushroom. Oh, miracles, fairy energy opening up. Stay open to the good and beautiful things, knowing that magic, miracles, mystical things happen all the time. All the time. You've experienced it before, whether you know it or not. So start reflecting, doing that to give yourself evidence of like, magic exists, miracles happen. Unforeseen things that are so wonderful happen to me all the time. Remind yourself that, because you're in this negative and interestingly, this Queen of Pentacles in reverse has been showing up a lot. So this community has been in this energy of like really focusing on what you're seeing right in front of you, that really materialistic stuff versus, and that's because that you're working through some wounding, and that's okay. But we need to pull out of that and remind ourselves miracles happen all the time. Magic exists. It's real. That wonderful things can happen instantaneously. And keep reminding yourself that. Look back and be like, when did a miracle happen? When did something so amazing, incredible happen to you? And you're like, okay, yes, that exists. I need to calm down. Those were just yucky thoughts that I had to work through. You can let go now. Surrender to what is. Acceptance. Letting go. Water. Non-resistance. So that's, surrendering to what you have right now. Because, the more blessed you are, the more you feel blessed right now with what you have, the more blessed you will be. The more you get, the more grateful you are. Just as, okay, say you make a sandwich for a random person at work. Someone you're around frequently. You're like, okay, I feel like being nice. They didn't ask me to do it. I feel just like doing this. And they never said thank you or anything. They just ate it and be like, yeah, cool. Later. Like, turned around, didn't tell you it was good, nothing. That you don't want to do that ever again, right? But if they were like, you made me a sandwich, and they're just so grateful. They're like, me, little old me, you, like, just so, you see their happiness, you see it's so grateful, and they're thankful. They're like, thank you, that made my day, wonderful, yes. You want to do that again, because you're like, that felt good. It's the same way. You know, the universe is going to be like, oh, you want to be a spoiled little shit and just expect it? All right. Then you is getting shit. So, you know, get back, be grateful what you have. You know, it's like, no, fuck me, right? I gave you all this stuff prior to this one thing that you want, this manifestation you're working on. Fuck me, right? None of that stuff matters, does it? Why should I make you another sandwich when you're not even grateful for the shit that I did for you before this? So think about it like that. Like, oh, okay. Like, I know it's a weird, you're like, oh, well, I don't want to be like, it can be reversed. How about that? It can be, it's not like permanent, like just because you weren't being grateful right now or you forgot to be. Like literally everything you have right now, everything that you're at, where you're at, what you look like, what you feel like, what your body's doing, all of that stuff. Be grateful for every single part of it, and you will get blessed with this. Accept where you are right now and surrender to it and be happy with it. It's not what you believe. Those prayers will make you bleed. But while you're on your knees, how did you love? How did you love? No one gets out alive. Every day is do or die. The one thing you leave behind is how did you love? How did you love? What energy are you putting out to the universe? See how she's got that thing coming off her crown? And notice her hair is blue. So that's telling me you need to be like more thankful, like go outside and be like, thank you, universe. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, God. Thank you for this. Aw, I feel so loved. Thank you. Instead of being a little shit, little spoiled little fuck, being like, well, my fucking manifestation isn't here. What the fuck? You need to focus on the past of like all the little magical things that came to you. With this Six of Cups here. Remind yourself of all the wonderful things Most High has given you. This, spirit, whatever, has given you, the universe. Remind yourself of all those wonderful little gifts. And, reel on that. And then feel the love. Be like, oh, I am loved. Thank you. Thank you, spirit. Thank you. Instead of like, well, fuck. I don't see anything right here. That's not gonna work. Because then you're lowering yourself, lowering your vibration and that's not gonna put you to where you can have those like miracles happen. That mystical magic mushroom moment where you can step into a timeline where this shit just lands in your damn lap. What I'm seeing is like something gets pushed out of an airplane right on top of you. And you're like, how could this happen? What? It's reminding is it Donnie Darko? I want to say that something falls off a plane into their house. Like, that's what it's making me think of. Like, crazy shit can happen. Anything is possible. Anything. Open your mind to that more. Let go of this, like, box thinking, like, this needs to happen this way. It needs to show up in this way. And, well, it's not showing up now, so fuck me, right? Like, get back into this gratitude of, like, all the times that you've had something magical happen. And you had wished for it and it came true. Like, a job. Or, you were craving this specific donut and you went to this donut shop right before they closed and that was the only donut they had left. That type of thing. Remind yourself of those things. It's the universe, Most High, is always conspiring to work with you. Only if you're not being a spoiled little shit. You still gotta get disciplined. You still, just like, parents aren't gonna like allow their kid to throw a fit and then be like, I mean, there are some parents that do, but most parents aren't going to give in to their children's controlling behavior, right? They're like, no, you need to learn that you need to wait. You need to be nice to people. Being mean to people doesn't get you things. There's unfortunately some, and that's how we've got good old-fashioned little narcs around us, little narcissists. Because they don't want a parent, so they just pacify. That's what happened to my last narc. You know, if you learn about how someone was parented, you'll definitely know about them and what they about and how they think. It's very interesting, I will say. Anyway, I digress. So, and hilariously, I'm just gonna use a few of the lyrics from this next song. It's Bodak Yellow by Cardi B. The part that stuck out to me the most is said, I'm the shit, they can't fuck with me if they wanted to. And then it says right after that, said, little bitch, you can't fuck with me if you wanted to. So when you feel those, actually this is a perfect song for like manifesting too, because it's like, the last thing I checked my bank account, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. That's what it says in the song. I don't dance now, I make money moves. So like, imagine yourself, you're like, me existing, I am sent by God, I am sent by the Most High of the universe to bring love and abundance and light to this world. I am meant to do that. So every move I make in my purpose gets me paid, gets me that coin, gets me more abundance in all ways. Because you don't just want financial abundance. Yes, there's richness to that, but you want the other riches of life, right? So by changing that to like, I'm a boss, you a worker, bitch, I make bloody moves. I be in and out of them banks so much, I know they tired of me. Honestly, don't give a fuck about who ain't fond of me. Drop 2 mixtapes in 6 months. What bitch working as hard as me? Remind yourself that like, I'm working hard. I'm doing a good job. I'm doing the work. I am out here. So focusing more on like spreading the love, spreading the light, putting that shit out there. Gratitude, you know, when I'm just in a really good mood, like I'm like, hi to everyone. Like, I'm just like, I don't know if it's like a movie or like in TV shows, but it's like the country girl goes to New York City because she has the dream of being a singer or a actress, and she gets off the bus and she throws her hat into the air and she's like, I'm here. Like, I get into that energy, you know, like I'm just like, yes, I'm here to spread the love. Get into that energy. Like, life is so magical. Like, be back into that wonder. Like, so many magical things have happened to me. Like, get back into that. And so what I'm getting is like, you can't fuck with me if you wanted to. That's those thoughts. That's the enemy. That's somebody trying to like shit on your parade. So any of that, just don't let it affect you. Get more neutral and be like, whoa, wait, why am I feeling this negativity? Why am I feeling that? And feeling those emotions and stuff, because we have the King of Cups here. He is the most emotionally mature. He has like the most control. Oh my God. Stop. He has the most control over his emotions. It's like playing songs at like ultra speed. I don't know what I did there. So he has the most control over his emotions. He can, like, you know, when you have emotional maturity, you can kind of like step away from the big feeling. Yes, you are still feeling it, but you're like, okay, I'm feeling this because of this. start getting into that of like investigating, like, I am feeling this because of this. Okay, I accept it. This is what I'm feeling. I can see it go away and I can release it. I felt it. I understand where it's coming from. Let's let it go. And using that as like the excitement of, oh, this is a test, and this means this is another tracking update on my shipment, on my abundance, on my manifestation. So get excited to like be like, oh good, I'm feeling this. That means this is coming closer and closer. Yes, perfect. Get excited about it. And we have the freaking Fool at the bottom of the deck. Oh, which is perfect because the next song that I got, I am like so in love with the song. It's just, I don't know, it gives me like that ride off into the sunset kind of vibe. Like, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm just going. Like, so we have the Fool card. So like taking this leap of faith, like going back into this like full of wonder, innocence, looking at life in an innocent way. It's Never Look Back, the 717 tapes by Warren Ziders. Bad moon rising, horses running, gravel flying. Yeah, that's what I've been thinking ever since you walked in. I've got a feeling we could get this dive bar talking. Bad moon rising, horses running, gravel flying. I can't get that high, but but it gets a little, like, as he's going, it gets a little more like intense. Gravel flying, how about you and I chase a little trouble with some whiskey on us, kiss the past goodbye. You're my shotgun body, I'm your getaway Clyde. We'll ride this night like a one-way track, live or die. If you're all mine, I'ma never look back, yeah. I'ma never look back, yeah. Blonde hair blowing, shadows dancing, lines are blurring. Deserts calling, strangers falling, got me burning. Yeah, I'm liking where it's going, ain't no stopping. How about you and I chase a little trouble with some whiskey on us, kiss the past goodbye. You're my shotgun bunny, I'm your getaway Clyde, we'll ride. So that's like taking this, like, I'm seeing this as like being so in love with life, being so in love with the things that you already have, that like run with it, because that's what it's saying. Never look back. Like, don't look back at like, oh, when this shit didn't, in the past, this shit didn't work out. Step forward into this wonder. The only thing you should be looking back at is like proof that magic exists. The other shit doesn't matter. And this song is like about being present and just like, hey, let's go, let's fucking go. I just met you, let's run. We'll ride this night like a one-way track, live or die. If you're all mine, I'ma never look back. This road's something crazy, don't say maybe, say you're all in. So maybe you're being asked to make more leaps of faith for this manifestation. Like, that's just proving your dedication to it. So that might be, you need to take some more leaps of faith, like, maybe those negative emotions are like fear around something, like, oh, I know I need to do this, but what if this happens? What if that happens? You got to take that leap of faith. Say you're all in. How about you and I chase a little trouble with some whiskey on us? You got to be willing to like give it all up, or that's maybe not give it all up, but I'm seeing more like, yeah, maybe that is like letting go of like who you are right now, that ego part of you that's keeping you safe. Letting all that go by, hey, let's run with this random person I just met. I got a feeling this is what we got to do. Like, go with that, run with that. Yeah, it's scary, but you're meant to do that. You are being asked to take that leap of faith. Yes. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. So that is literally like, the wheel is in your favor. You just gotta, I'm seeing this as like this couple in the song, like, how about you and I chase a little trouble with some whiskey on us, kiss the past goodbye, you're my shotgun Bonnie, I'm your getaway Clyde, we'll ride this night like a one-way track, live or die, you're all mine, I'ma never look back, yeah. So like, this is that, like, yo, shit. This chick, so I'm seeing the chick here, like, kicking the dude off. So that's like whoever you're holding on to, the wounding, whatever's happened to you in the past, some betrayal that's like holding you back. That's like you just like kicking their ass off the wheel. That's what you gotta let go. You gotta never look back. Just let it go. Let them go. And then you can be here dancing with your king or queen. And here's God spinning the wheel like in your favor. All you gotta do is let this shit go. Take that leap of faith and just fully surrender everything to it. You know, yeah, I take the L. I take the loss in this. Whatever it is, take that leap and just kick this negative shit to the curb, because that's where you're gonna get your royal legacy. She kicked his ass off. That's hilarious. I have never seen that card this way. Later, loser. You know, he's like dressed like a jester, and you know, she's like, I like kings better. Sorry. So like, by you, like, say you haven't left somebody yet. You need to leave a relationship. This shit isn't gonna happen until you take that damn leap of faith. Yeah, you're afraid. Oh, well, I need to get money, but I need to... You're going to be blessed with the universe. Yeah, be somewhat reasonable. Especially if you have kids, you don't want to be like homeless. I get that. But you're holding on to this, and that's literally stopping you from getting this legacy and this person. You got to kick them off. You got to take that leap of faith, kick them off. Whatever that is to you, whatever you're holding on to, job, place that you're living, family members, friends, whatever you're clinging on to, you know isn't good for you. Oh, but what if I don't have enough money? What if I don't have this? You are literally going to be blessed with the most amazing thing ever if you take this damn leap of faith, because that fear blockage is part of your test, part of your journey. You're just going to keep delaying your package, your manifestation, until you finally overcome this. You know, I'm seeing it as like you're making payments for something to come get delivered, like some layaway type shit. And, you know, until you make that final payment and take that leap of faith. Because, like, look, if you take the leap of faith with this Fool, it's in your favor with the Wheel of Fortune. You're fortunate. You're lucky. You have to have that, you know, overcome these, I guess I should finish, you know what I'm saying, but until you make that last payment, it's not going to get shipped, right? And then until you overcome these fears of like, oh, well, I don't know if I should do this, whatever. What if because we have the 10 of Swords here, what if I'm betrayed again? What if I'm hurt again? Dude, you just got to let it go. And that's kind of like part of gambling with life. You don't feel fully alive. Oh, I'm going to look up that song because that's a good one. No way you can't deny. You feel the most alive when you are terrified. I think it's Daredevil by Stellar. Yeah, no way you can deny. You feel the most alive when you are terrified. La da dee da 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 da. I'm a daredevil on the highway to hell. She's a bad bitch and she ain't good for my health. I'm a daredevil on the highway to hell, and she's a bad, bad thing that got me under her spell. That's that willingness to like, you don't, the most you feel alive is when you're terrified, when you're taking those leaps of faith. Because that, you have no physical proof that it's gonna work out. And that's when you get the most fucking rewarded. When you're like, oh man, okay, let's do it. All right, shit, I'm scared. There's like no proof that this is gonna work out, but I gotta do it. Like, I'm being asked. I've been backstabbed before. I've had horrible things happen to me before. I've had horrible endings, but I gotta do it. I gotta be with that. That I gotta keep that new youth, childlike wonder about myself. That this, you know, every time it could be different. I gotta fuck around. I gotta find out. I gotta do this. I'm scared as fuck, but I know I gotta do it. I'm feeling the most alive. And like, go with that, knowing that, you know, shit, I'm scared as fuck, but I'm still gonna do it. Because I will get greatly rewarded for it. The world is your oyster. Oyster? With the 7 of Cups, you have so many pathways. You have so many options. This is like the dreaming card. There's so many things you could go after, do, so many timelines you could jump. Yeah, some of them might be shitty, but if you're in a low vibration, you're gonna attract that. If you're in a high vibration, you're gonna attract that. So, checking yourself, checking your emotions with this King of Cups, like getting in track, like, oh, I need to process some more. I need to get ready for this by processing all of my yucky stuff, feeling it, and facing my fears. And it might just be, you know, one of the things that you gotta do. It's like that final like test, that final step to this thing happening is taking that big ass leap of faith, like where you're like, I might shit my pants. Literally, I'm that fucking scared. Like, I'm terrified. But I know I need to leave. I know I need to do this. I know I need to talk to this person. I know I need to do whatever. This has to happen. And for whatever, I'm being called to do it because this is, I'm not going to reach my dreams until I do this thing. Oh man. And we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. So this is telling me exactly like, you gotta check that material. Just because it's not in the 3D doesn't mean it's not coming. And you gotta get out of that mindset of like, well, I don't see it. Or this has happened to me in the past. You gotta break those thinking patterns. You gotta get into this more living from your heart and, you know, quit being a little spoiled shit and not being thankful for what you have right now. All the stuff that the universe, Most High, your spirit team, whatever, has blessed you with. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing this as like a superficial, ungrateful, like, couple at a restaurant that like everyone's like all in like, oh man, that poor waitress, like, that poor waiter, they're just getting like, a good example would be, I've been at a restaurant with somebody and they ordered a drink. It was like a chai flavored White Russian. And she was like, it's disgusting. This is awful. I don't know why anyone would choose to make this drink. And I was like getting really embarrassed. And then it got worse because she drank it all. And like, that's what I'm seeing is like just feeling so entitled and, oh, I can't think of the word, but like pretentious and you're better than everybody else and like, well, I deserve it without doing the work. I don't need to be nice to the waiter to get good service. You know, whatever, like just that type of thing. Like I don't need to be good to people. I don't need to put good stuff out and be grateful for what I have because I deserve it. Get out of that mindset. Like you may not be aware that you're doing it, but if you're being a little shit and being like, well, why the fuck isn't it come? And you're not sitting here looking around at what all the stuff that you have, your fucking health, your body that like fights off cancer constantly. Be more grateful for that shit. And, you know, don't be that embarrassing couple at the restaurant that's just like so mean and like entitled and ugh, you're just like, I don't even, honestly don't want to even finish my meal. I'm so creeped out. Or unfortunately, if you went with them, you just gotta be like, put your head down and be like, I am so sorry. And try to be extra nice to the waitress and tip them good, because so get out of like, and that might help your mindset of like, you know, me pointing this out is like, you might be just being a little spoiled twat. Okay? And that you need to be called out on that shit. Being more grateful for what you have, going into that, feeling that love. You already have it. You already have the most unconditional love and everything that you can need right now. It is already here. Be grateful for it. Grateful for every single aspect of your life right now. The acceptance of letting go and surrender to what is right now. You already have everything you need and you know it. You wouldn't be watching this video if you didn't. You have everything you already need. The rest will just be icing on the cake. And that with that mentality of like, keeping that mentality of like, oh, I already have everything I need. I'm so grateful. I feel loved. I'm protected. I'm comforted. I'm loved by the universe, most high, spirit, whatever, my spirit team. I'm already loved and taken care of. I have everything that I need. I'm so grateful for it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's going to get you where you need to go. You're going to be more blessed. The more blessed you feel, the more blessed you get. I don't know why I guess you just needed to hear some hard-ass truths. You little spoiled shits. Yeah. That was literally like one of my moments where I was like most embarrassed because like she drank the whole drink and was like, that's disgusting. I don't know who would. She was getting all drunk too. It was just, gotta love family, man. But anyway, I digress. No way you can deny. If you're all mine, I'ma never look back. Yeah. Okay. Any other? Oh, okay. I'll finish it up with this. I'm just having fun. I don't want to leave. I got 10 minutes anyway. The next song, and it'll probably be the last one that I do. It's Long Haul by Ian Munsick. Ian Munsick. I don't ever look back. No, you never gotta worry about things like that. How many damn times have you been asked not to look back in these songs? Think about that. Quit fucking going back to what has happened to you in the past, those betrayals, those hurts, those painful endings. Let it go. I know it's easier said than done, but you need to stop ruminating on that, brooding on it, sitting in that yucky stuff. Feel it, let it go. Move on. Because if you think keep giving that energy to it, however you are, whether that's just keeping calloused and only focusing on like money instead of love and stuff like that, like those little things, whatever, it could be different for everybody. By holding on to that, that's keeping you in that negative energy and attracting more of that bullshit. So get back into being grateful, shithead. I I love you all still, but apparently you need to be smacked around by me. No, you never gotta worry about things like that. So don't think twice, because I ain't afraid of the slow burn. And one thing's for sure, it's good to make a good thing last. So girl, don't worry, this boy ain't gonna run. There ain't no hurry, we got plenty of days left under the sun. No, it ain't a one-day ride. It's up through the mountains where the coyotes cry, down through the canyon where the wild things hide, and the cottonwoods fall. My voice is kind of giving out on me. I'm talking too much. And then I gotta go teach after this where I'm gonna be talking nonstop. Oh well. I'll just need to get hydrated. Feel the river underneath our feet. We'll be drowning in a sagebrush sea. Long as I know it's you and me, time don't matter at all. You hear that? Time don't matter at all. Girl, I'm in it for the long haul. So what I'm getting here, take a hold of my hand. Oh yeah, my voice is going. Damn. I like this song. What I'm getting here is, see it as the stuff you gotta give in this waiting period of where you gotta work on yourself, release this stuff, face your demons, face old thinking patterns, changing it, changing your little spoiled brat mentality. It's so, you know, he's in it for the long haul. Most High is in it for the long haul. The universe is in it for the long haul. They want this to last for you. This manifestation, they want it to last for you. That's why. That's why you're having to go through all this. That's why you're having to wait until you get your shit together to where you can actually keep this thing. And you don't just blow it away, shit it away, get scared and pass it up. You gotta work through all that. Yeah, my voice went sad. Yeah, you gotta work through all of that. So it's so you can be in it for the long haul, so you can keep this thing, so you can keep having a good life moving forward. It's not just like, I'm not gonna reward this 1 second of good behavior. You gotta show that you're going to continue on this path, staying grateful, staying diligent, all of those things. You gotta prove that you're gonna stay on this path. And that's what they're looking for. That's what Most High is looking for. All right, babies. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you keep working on yourselves. Keep working on your spoiled brat mentality, or else I'm gonna have to smack you around some more. I love you so much, and I hope that you continue to bring so much abundance into your life. And I pray that upon you. All right, love you, babes. Have a great day. Bye.